Alright folks, today we are making this amazing dish called Steak Diane, so stay tuned. It's time to grill. Let's get this video started, as always with the cutting work. You will need a little bit more of chopping work today, but it's worth the effort. You have to start with 2 shallots cut into dices. Then approximately the same size of dices for garlic. We have that huge garlic cloves here. Take one of these or 3 to 4 smaller ones. Then you will need mushrooms. There are a lot of different mushrooms possible. We just took those brown basic mushrooms. Feel free to use your favorite mushroom, especially in September when mushroom season starts. Then you will need parsley and some chopped up spring onions for garnishing later on. And of course, as always, we will put the whole list of ingredients inside the video description, so if you want to check out the list and the measurements, feel free to click in there, you will find it immediately. I recently made a video for a beef stew cottage pie, and I visited a small farmer here nearby, and he gave me those steaks and those pieces for the beef stew. And these are tiny sirloin steaks, and they are a little bit thinner, and this is important. Don't use thick steaks for this recipe. Salt from both sides, and then all you need is a cast iron pan or hex-clad pan and a cooking zone wherever you want to make this one. Heat up oil on high heat and roast your steak approximately 4 to 5 minutes per side. After 20 seconds, add 2 good pieces of butter and flip the steaks. Now you have to put that liquid butter, which starts to get browner and browner with more flavor, and baste your steaks with that liquid butter. This will give your steaks a great result, I promise. You could also add some rosemary and garlic to the pan, but we will use the same pan for the sauce, and we have garlic later on, so no need to do this at that point. This is why we are using thinner steaks, because right now we are close to the perfect internal temperature. All you have to do is keep them warm in foil. Of course, you can use thicker steaks, but then you have to make sure to have some low indirect heat somewhere to get the internal temperature that you want for the thicker ones. Now we are lowering the temperature to medium temperature and then adding diced onions and diced garlic. As soon as they start to get brown, add the mushrooms. Give them a good mix. Let them roast too. And now it's time for the fun part. You will need cognac or brandy, and you have to flame those mushrooms with the spirit. This gives a real big difference to the taste and really good flavor to your mushrooms. This might take some minutes, and as soon as the flames go down, you will need demiglace. Demiglace is kind of a concentrated jus, but you could also just add some beef broth, but you have to make sure that you reduce it a little bit more if you use broth or chicken stock or something like this, so you have a creamy consistency at that point. Now add heavy cream. I'm starting with not too much heavy cream at that moment. Just stir and check the consistency of your sauce. And now adjust bit by bit with the heavy cream until you have the consistency and the amount of sauce you need. We are now seasoning with additional mustard and hot sauce. This already might be a little bit salty, so make sure to be careful with salt and white pepper. Maybe you want to add some more of that cream. Final step before serving is adding the parsley. This will give the perfect freshness. You can now switch off the cooking zone, no more heat needed. All you have to do is slice your steak. When it comes to the color and the internal temperature, as a content creator, you won't meet all expectations and personal preferences, so grill your steak to the perfect temperature that you like. Now top with that sauce and garnish with some of that chopped up green spring onions. And there it is, Steak Diane, my personal favorite mushroom sauce ever. The brandy really makes a difference. If you like this recipe idea, don't forget to leave me a comment and thumbs up. And of course, as always, I'm gonna give this a shot right now. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We have some more sauce recipes coming up soon, I promise. Thanks for watching, I'm out, see you!